everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about how I plan our our dinner menu. So I like to plan ahead for 2 weeks. This is what they look like, if you can see. This is this upcoming week. And so what I do is I have these printables. I print them off this website. I'm going to include a link in the description box below if you guys want to give it a try. But I find dinner planning ahead very helpful. Honestly, it helps with the chaos. It helps with just not having to worry like, what am I gonna make for dinner? What am I gonna make for dinner every single day? And so like, I just always know ahead. I look at the menu and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're having for dinner. In the morning, I'll pull out whatever I need to defrost by evening or the night before, depending on what it is. If it takes longer to prep, then I'll take it out the night before. But yeah, so this is what I like to do is, I don't have my phone right now, but so I have a so as we probably all have Pinterest, and I have a board on there. And it's called monthly meal planning, and so I add all of the recipes in there that I know have been true and tried, and the kids love them, and that I know my family eats. And so like I will try new recipes, and if it's a go, I add it in there for next time. And so when I sit down to plan my menu, I have my sheets, and I have I handwrite this. One day I'm going to sit down and actually make like a printable. I couldn't seem to find one that fit what I needed because the amount of different foods I need in different categories is never enough. The printables always have like 4 little lines for like meat, and it's like I need a lot more meat than just 4 items. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see. So I kind of separate the ingredients by category, so that way when I walk into so say I go in for produce, then I get everything I need for produce. I go into condiments, and then condiments is basically all the aisles that have baking, just everything, all the dry ingredients. I'll just go through the aisles and just grab everything that I need. The meat, frozen, dairy, deli, all of those categories on there as well. So as I go through my list and I write down what I'm going to make for each day, I automatically go through that particular recipe that I choose, and I write down the ingredients that I do not have, and that way I already know, and it's written down, and I know exactly what I need to get, and I write down how much of it I need, and all of that. That's pretty much kind of how I do my meal planning. I like to do it 2 weeks ahead just because it takes so much time, and I do not have a lot of time. I literally have to set aside like 2 hours. Sometimes I have a lot of inspiration and I can think of all kinds of things I can make, and just like all kinds of recipes, and sometimes I just can't. And I just can't think of anything, and so like it's really frustrating sometimes. But anyway, do you guys do meal planning? Let me know below how many of you do your meal planning. How do you like to do it? What are your ways? Tell me your ways. I watched Jordan Page. I really like her channel as well. And she had this, so the way she does her meal planning, and which I want to try, I just need to buy myself a notebook with like little tabs and stuff. But so she writes down all the recipes that they cook. So she kind of goes that way, and I love writing. So that might, because sometimes you don't have the internet, or your phone isn't working, and I have to wait for my phone to charge, or I don't know. Anyway, it's always cool to have it written down, so kind of make a notebook of your Pinterest board that you put in, and that way, and kind of categorize it by like the type of meat. So say meats, you go like, this is all the chicken chicken recipes, this is all the beef recipes, this is all the pork recipes. If you're vegetarian, you got all your vegetarian stuff, just kind of like that. And I also, when I write down my, what I'm gonna cook for each day, I like to keep a consistency of mixing things up. So say like Wednesdays is soup day, so I'll make some type of soup. So we have like 3 or 4 that my family will eat, that the kids will eat. So I kind of switch around between those. So every Wednesday we are having soup, and they know it and they can't complain about it. They know that it's soup day, just because I feel like it's important to eat, you know, liquidy foods as well, to eat soup. You got to be able to widen your, you know, palate or whatever, and, you know, be open to eating all kinds of foods, not just, you know, corn dogs. Anyway, not that they have corn dogs that much, but I'm just like, just a wild idea. Anyway, and then I'll do like rice on one day, and then we'll do potatoes on another day. I'll switch them around. I try not to do like rice and rice and rice, and I try to do different kinds of, so I do like buckwheat, as you guys have seen in one of my videos for a cook along. My goodness, excuse me. I am so pregnant, it's just hard to breathe already. So that's kind of where I'm at. And sometimes I don't cook what I have written down. Say for Wednesday, if I don't feel like having soup, then I'll just cook what I have for Thursday, and then Thursday I'll make soup. Just kind of also depends on how my day goes. So I'm not like, I don't stick strict to the schedule, but you know, it's nice to have an idea and to know that you have all of the ingredients in your house, so you don't have to run out, and it makes life so much easier, I promise. Anyway, you guys let me know if you give it a try. I will include some links down at the bottom for the printable, and let me know how you like it. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the love and everyone's participation and the likes and the views, and I am super thankful for all of you. And please come back and see me next time. Bye!